Welcome back to another explainer. Today we're unpacking something that's totally reshaping the modern data center. We're looking at how modernizing your storage with VMware vSAN literally changes the rules of the game. So if you've ever felt completely bottlenecked by a rigid storage architecture, well, you're going to want to stick around for this one, especially when we get into the mechanics of stretched clusters a bit later on.
Let's just address the elephant in the server room right off the bat, okay? Legacy hardware constraints. They are this massive, rigid obstacle holding so many IT teams back today. We're talking about systems designed way before virtualization was even the standard. When you've got dozens of virtual machines all competing for resources from a single static storage device, those legacy bottlenecks become painfully obvious really fast.
So let's contrast the old way with the new way. On one hand, you have the heavy, expensive physical constraints of a traditional storage area network. On the other, you've got the software-defined agility of vSAN. Where traditional SAN relies on specialized, totally independent networks, vSAN is hyperconverged. That basically means it brings compute and storage together into one single, cohesive, software-defined platform. It's a total paradigm shift.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with SAN versus vSAN, look at the hyperconverged shift, dive into storage policy-based management, explore the express storage architecture, and wrap up with the real-world business impact.
All right, jumping right into part one, SAN versus vSAN and shifting the paradigm.
Look, traditional storage area networks have been incredibly reliable workhorses for decades, right? But their reliance on dedicated physical networks like fiber channel and separate centralized arrays makes them incredibly rigid. Plus, you need specialized admins to manage them, and the upfront capital costs are absolutely massive. Want to scale? Well, get ready to buy an entirely new, incredibly expensive hardware box. It's just a model that doesn't easily bend to the rapid, unpredictable changes of today's business environment.
Which brings us seamlessly to part two, the hyperconverged shift.
So, hyperconverged infrastructure, or HCI, it's a software-defined architecture. Instead of relying on separate hardware for your storage, vSAN just aggregates the local disks that are already sitting right there inside your existing ESXi hosts. It pulls them together into a single, shared data store managed entirely by software. Basically, you're collapsing that entire storage network right into the hypervisor itself. Pretty clever, huh?
And because your storage is now entirely software-defined, your architecture is completely untethered from some vendor's hardware roadmap. You want a standard single-site cluster? No problem. Want to set up fault domains so your cluster actually knows which servers share the same physical rack or power source? You can do that. You can scale way down to a simple two-node cluster for a remote edge office, or you can scale way up to incredibly robust multi-site setups known as vSAN stretch clusters.
Now, this is a massive focus for enterprise disaster recovery, and honestly, it's one of the most powerful parts of vSAN, stretched clusters. Imagine taking a single vSAN cluster and literally stretching it across two completely distinct geographic sites, hooked up by an inter-site link. Now, you might be wondering, what happens if the network between them goes down? Do both sites try to take over? To prevent that dreaded split-brain scenario, vSAN uses a third, entirely separate location housing a virtual witness host appliance. That witness acts as the tiebreaker. Because your data is being synchronously mirrored between the two active sites, you get true site-level resilience. If your entire primary data center goes totally dark, whether from a power outage, a flood, whatever, your workloads automatically restart at the secondary site with absolutely zero data loss. It is an incredible capability. And traditional SANs just struggle to achieve this without layering on massively complex and expensive third-party replication tools.
Okay, let's move into part three, Storage Policy-Based Management, or SPBM.
In the old days, you'd carve out hardware LUNs and just force your virtual machines to adapt to whatever RAID level that LUN happened to be. It was backwards. With vSAN, the intelligence moves up to the VM level. You create a simple policy. For example, you say, this specific virtual machine must tolerate one failure. vSAN then takes that VM's data and automatically mirrors it across completely different physical ESXi hosts in the cluster, using RAID 1. The policy dictates the layout, not the hardware constraints. It's a huge shift in control. And it gets better. Let's say your requirements change. Instead of planning some complex, risky hardware migration, changing a storage policy happens on the fly. Let's imagine a VM suddenly needs way more performance, so you want to add a RAID 0 stripe. The admin just updates the policy. That's it. vSAN dynamically creates the new storage replicas in the background, syncs the data seamlessly, and once everything is perfectly mirrored, it just automatically removes the old replicas. The best part? The whole shebang happens without a single second of application downtime.
All right, time to get a bit technical. Part 4, Express Storage Architecture, or ESA. ESA is vSAN's modernized engine. It's fundamentally optimized to exploit the massive performance capabilities of modern, high-speed NVMe flash drives. It introduces this novel log-structured file system that ingests data incredibly fast. Plus, it features auto-RAID, which intelligently and automatically figures out the absolute most optimal level of resilience for your cluster, so no more manual guesswork. And thanks to this entirely new metadata-based architecture, tasks like snapshot deletions, they're now up to 100 times faster than the previous architecture. Just let that sink in. But honestly, one of the biggest game changers with ESA is how it handles erasure coding. Traditionally, erasure coding like RAID 5 or RAID 6 gives you fantastic space efficiency, but it hits your performance pretty hard. The difference in overhead is wild. Traditional mirroring takes 2 to 3 times the raw capacity just to protect your data. But vSAN ESA, it delivers RAID 5 or RAID 6 resilience with only a 1.5x capacity overhead. And here is the real kicker. Because of that new log-structured file system, ESA achieves this space efficiency with zero compromise on performance. You literally get the speed of a mirror with the cost savings of parity. No trade-offs. Now, it's really vital to understand where underlying network protocols end and where your storage software actually has to step up and take over. When you look at modern protocols like NVMe over TCP, you have to know what's inherently guaranteed versus what isn't. For instance, multipathing gives you alternative paths, right? But it doesn't guarantee a second copy of your data. Synchronous replication gives you data copies, but it doesn't guarantee application transparent recovery without proper failover orchestration. This perfectly highlights why the intelligent software layer of vSAN, which handles all that failover, redundancy, and transparent recovery, is absolutely critical to modern infrastructure.
Moving on to our final section, Part 5, Real-World Business Impact. Look, we can talk about IOPS and latency and protocols all day long, but ultimately what matters is the bottom line. According to an IDC study, real customers are finding that moving away from dedicated hardware-defined storage drastically accelerates the response times. Think about it. Instead of waiting weeks or even months to procure, ship, and rack new hardware just to support a new business request, they're simply allocating policies and software. A process that used to take a long time now happens in days or even minutes.
In fact, they're seeing up to a staggering 40% increase in operational efficiency. And that proves a really critical point. Modern storage shouldn't just be fast, it has to fundamentally simplify your workload. By managing storage and compute through a single pane of glass, IT teams are quite literally getting their time back, time they can spend on actual innovation, rather than just trying to keep the lights on in the data center.
And that brings us to our final thought. I want you to take a hard look at your own environment and ask yourself, if your applications, your networking, and your compute are all software-defined and actively pushing your business into the future, why are you still letting rigid hardware dictate your storage? We hope this explainer sparked some curiosity and gave you a really clear lens into the architecture and the immense power of vSAN. Thanks so much for joining us today.